On the morning of November 14th, 2025, the small community of Vandalia, Illinois, awoke to a nightmare. 14-year-old Kylie Toberman was reported missing, and by the afternoon, her body would be found just steps from home. In a shocking turn, authorities say Kylie's body was discovered inside an RV parked behind her house, and they arrested someone she should have been able to trust. Her step-uncle, 43-year-old Arnold Rivera Jr., now faces multiple serious charges: first-degree murder, aggravated criminal sexual assault, and concealing a homicidal death. This is the tragic and disturbing story of Kylie Toberman, how a girl went missing, how her family is reeling, and what investigators are uncovering as they try to make sense of it all. Welcome to Echoes of Crimes, where we uncover the darkest mysteries, the most shocking crimes, and the chilling truths that hide in plain sight. From cold cases and unsolved mysteries to the crimes making headlines right now, nothing is off limits. Every detail, every twist, every chilling clue, we bring it all to light. So lock your doors, dim the lights, and get ready, because what you're about to hear may keep you up at night. Kylie Toberman was a 14-year-old student at Vandalia Junior High School. According to her family, she lived with her adoptive mother and two sisters. Kylie was not only a teenager navigating school, she was also a wrestler, part of the Vandal Wrestling Takedown Club, where teammates remember her as bright, caring, and full of promise. Her life, though young, carried both joy and challenges. Her biological mother, Megan Zeller, had shared on social media that Kylie lived in a complicated custody situation. She expressed deep frustration with how Child Protective Services had handled her daughters. Still, despite the difficulties, Kylie's potential and her spirit left a mark on her community, and when she disappeared, her loss was felt deeply by classmates, coaches, and neighbors. At approximately 6:30 a.m. on November 14th, 2025, Vandalia police received a report. Kylie Toberman was missing. According to local reports, Kylie was last seen wearing a red sweatshirt and black leggings. Immediately, concerns spread through the small town. The Emergency Management Agency posted alerts. Neighbors became witnesses. Everyone wondered, where could Kylie be? By that afternoon, more than just a disappearance, a tragedy had unfolded. Just hours after Kylie was reported missing, police made a chilling discovery. Her body was located inside an RV parked behind her home. The RV was not just on the property, it was part of Kylie's daily environment. That's because, according to her biological mother and family statements, her step-uncle, Arnold Rivera Jr., lived in that RV. What was supposed to be a safe, familiar place became the scene of a devastating crime. Authorities arrested Arnold Rivera Jr., 43, in connection with Kylie's death. He now faces multiple charges: first-degree murder, aggravated criminal sexual assault, and concealing a homicidal death. But this is not the first time Rivera has come under scrutiny. He has a lengthy and troubling criminal history. Back in 2000, Rivera was charged with burglary and criminal sexual abuse of a minor between the ages of 9 and 16. That case, however, did not end with those exact charges. According to local news outlets, a plea deal was struck. The sexual abuse and burglary charges were dropped, and Rivera pleaded guilty to aggravated battery, receiving 30 months of probation. Later, in 2008, he was convicted of possessing a stolen vehicle, again avoiding prison time with probation. Now, with the most serious allegations he's ever faced, the community is grappling with how someone with this background came to be so close to a teenager's life, and how that trust may have been tragically betrayed. The Illinois State Police have taken over the investigation, following a formal request by the Vandalia Police Department. As of now, the investigators say the case is still in its infancy. Many critical details have not been publicly released. The Fayette County coroner has stated that the cause and manner of death are not yet disclosed, pending further investigation. Rivera is currently being held at the Fayette County Jail, with no bond granted. An arraignment is scheduled, and local officials say they will continue releasing information as the case develops. In the tight-knit community of Vandalia, the news of Kylie's death hit like a storm. Her wrestling club, the Vandal Wrestling Takedown Club, posted a heartfelt message. "It is with a heavy heart that we share the news that we lost one of our wrestlers, such a sweet and bright young girl." Friends, classmates, and neighbors expressed shock, sadness, and disbelief. How could a teenager disappear and then be found in such a horrific way? Kylie's mother, Megan Zeller, has made emotional posts on Facebook calling for justice and accountability. She wrote, "I will not shut up or stop until my child gets justice." For many, the case raises painful questions about trust and protection in families, especially when a relative, someone expected to care, becomes the suspect. At this stage, investigators have not publicly stated a clear motive, but the charges themselves, especially aggravated criminal sexual assault, hint at a deeply disturbing potential crime. The fact that the body was concealed also suggests that Rivera may have tried to hide what happened, raising questions about his intentions, his planning, and what he might have done after the crime. Some key unanswered questions remain. Why was Kylie left in that RV? Was she living with her step-uncle by choice, or was that part of a caretaker arrangement? What was Rivera's relationship like with Kylie prior to this? Were there warning signs in his past? How will the legal process unfold? And will trauma, trust, and accountability all be addressed? As the investigation continues, these questions grow more urgent, not just for Kylie's family, but for her community and for everyone who hears her story. This case is not just about one tragic death. It raises broader and painful systemic questions. How are caretakers vetted when minors are placed in their care? What safeguards exist, or should exist, to protect vulnerable youth from those they should be able to trust? And when someone with a criminal history is allowed to be in a caregiving role, how do we balance second chances with child safety? For the community of Vandalia, Kylie's death is a stark reminder of how complicated and fragile family arrangements can be. For law enforcement and child welfare agencies, it's a call to examine policies and protections, making sure no teenager is left in harm's way. As of now, Arnold Rivera is in custody, but the path to justice for Kylie is just beginning. Investigators say they will continue to gather evidence. Forensic analysis, interviews, and timeline reconstruction will be critical. Kylie's family, especially her mother, has vowed to keep fighting. She has publicly demanded justice and full transparency. The community is also rallying. As grief turns to action, many are calling for greater protections for children and stronger oversight of those in caregiving roles. If you have any information that could help the investigation, or if you simply want to honor Kylie's memory, reach out to the Illinois State Police or local authorities. This story is still developing, and every piece of information could be vital. Kylie Toberman's story is heartbreaking. A young life lost, a family shattered, and a community searching for answers. but in her death, there is a powerful demand for justice and change. If you found this video meaningful, please like, subscribe, and share to help raise awareness about Kylie's case and the ongoing investigation. Comment below with your thoughts. What do you think could have happened? What protections should be in place to prevent tragedies like this? And most importantly, let's honor Kylie by keeping her memory alive and by pushing for accountability for those entrusted with her care. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned. As this case develops, we will keep you updated with the latest information.